How's camp going for you so far?
Camp's been going good. It's been a grind, a long grind, but everything it'll pay off.
What kind of goals have you set for yourself this year?
Being technically sound and trying to just do the right things. I'm still working on that stuff though. It's a work in progress.
What are some of the areas that you'd like to see yourself improve on from last year to this year?
Well, I want to get better in the film room, being able to make the game, slow it down for myself, make it easier.
Talk about that a little bit. What is it about the film room that's so important?
Just from the film room, you could go on starting from a receiver. You could figure out their releases from their offense, how their splits, what kind of routes coming. So with an extra edge like that is helpful.
As a young player, how valuable was that experience last year in the Rose Bowl winning season and coming into this year?
That was big. That was big. This was my first time really in college seeing, experience really is a lot. Experience is a lot.
You got a lot of, I think, experienced DBs now and corners. I think that's one area of the team that should be much improved this year. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. Last year, it was cool. We had our ups and downs, but at the end, we won the Rose Bowl, so we still got it done.
So Coach Aliotti wanted me to ask you this one question. He came by earlier. He wanted to know how hard do you think you're working in practice?
I'm going hard, but I can go harder. That sometimes the fatigue gets to you a little bit, but that's just a mental part of the mental game that I gotta continue to work on and just get over that roadblock.
Is the fatigue factor more this year? Wouldn't you have been used to it last year, or is camp different this year?
Well, it's a few changes here and there, but fatigue. My fatigue meaning more so like mentally tired and. Because the conditioning, Coach Rad does a great job during the summer getting us in shape, so it's more mental.
Coach ramped up. It seems like he talked about how much he ramped up the repetitions this year from in the 120s now to 180s.
Yeah.
You've noticed a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that hurt. It hurt a little bit. It hurt a little bit, but it's all for the better.
Talk about how that will pay off as the season comes down.
Well, we're gonna be strong going in the second half, coming into the game. We're gonna be strong.
Yeah. Now you're 2 weeks away from the first game. There's a little bit of incentive now to now you can almost reach out and touch that game. It's getting close.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting tired of seeing the same receivers, the same workout in practice? You want to get on the field?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. But I still gotta clean up a few things within these next 2 weeks or so. So.
What are some of those things you need to clean up?
I really don't want to talk about it, put it out there, but I just got a lot of stuff still tighten up. It's never perfect.
It looks like you maybe have dropped a little bit of weight this year as opposed to last year. How's your speed and your endurance right now?
Oh, nah, I actually gained a little more weight.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. But, fall camp, with all the conditioning we doing, you do lose a little bit, but our nutritionist, James Harris, he do a great job, making sure we stay eating right and just everything so we could put it back into our body. But speed-wise, and I feel good this year. Last year, I think I kind of felt a little tight last year, but I felt a little looser.
Do you feel like you're able to kind of take more of a leadership role this year, even though you're still a young player, but you're 1 year better, you're 1 year more into the program? Are you taking more of a leadership role this year? Trying to?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I was asked that question before, and with me, I'm not really a vocal dude. I kind of try to just lead by my play, so that's pretty much me.
Before I let you go, talk about this core of wide receivers. You face them now 2 weeks in camp. Anybody standing out, or anybody that kind of makes you step up and go, wow?
Sure, all of them, honestly, man. You can't go out there looking down on nobody, because they all had the ability to get you if you're not ready.
Yeah.
So you got to be ready at all times.